Alrighty, good morning, you guys. Smoky here in Northern California. We're happy to be breathing over here. Anyway, alrighty, let's discuss. Let's discuss the person I called the love guru, guru of Sheeple, Sheeple guru, or also known as Jessie the Boater. Currently, I've been using the hashtag no name to refer to the love guru on Twitter. I opened up her Twitter the other day and I laughed so hard I spit. A certain no-name guru, the guru of Sheeple and Love, posted a screenshot of her application to copyright her name. You know, like the Kardashians do. I'm still laughing. She's evidently desperate to silence any tweet, YouTube video, blog, or dissenting voice. She's going to the extreme measure of trying to copyright her name. When I say extreme, it's extreme to the degree when I Googled copyright your name, the charge was $49. At this point, I'm about to piss myself laughing. $49? Okay, now we know. Now you know. I posted a screenshot of the Sheeple Guru's application to copyright her name and said, "Tell us your Twitter cease and desist don't work without telling us your Twitter cease and desist don't work." It still causes me to laugh. In her face. I say, let's give Jessie the Boater her wish. I thought to myself, why don't we give her what she wants? I saw the beauty in it. She will wish for the day she could search her name with a hashtag, only to find herself going to the Wayback Machine where you can find archived tweets. I'm clapping like a seal over here. Jessie's in trouble. She's never had a worse week. She has been on Twitter more than she has ever been in her entire social media career. Heavy emphasis on career. She is working that Twitter feed. When the love guru posts graphic or gratuitous content from her Twitter account, I describe it as calling the sheeple in. The sheeple are attracted to smut, gore, and devil porn. Yes, they are. The sheeple are attracted to smut, gore, and devil porn. If Jessie posts something of this nature with this content, the sheeple come running. They will retweet that trash and respond, giving Jessie the support she needs. What sort of trouble is Jessie in, you ask? Well, a Twitter account called C.A. Beck 1961 tells Jessie, "Your affidavit states Volpe was Wheaton chief of police in 1981. Yes? ? Volpe wasn't even a police officer in 1981. You were lied to." She gives Jessie the benefit of the doubt here. He joined in 1983, chief from 2015 to 2018. Your affidavit was 2021. Your followers have targeted James Volpe. Please fix this. Jessie responds, "I care deeply, but do not come over here and publicly intimidate me or my testimony." In the end, Jessie says her affidavit will stand as is. Doesn't make any difference that she's been busted out as this affidavit being a fabrication because the information isn't correct. They're not talking about James Volpe, not Sheriff Volpe. I don't even know what the story is behind this, but whatever it was, it wasn't true, but Jessie's going to let it stand. Well, on with the rest of the bad news for the love guru, the guru of Sheeple. Next, we have Tim Holmseth getting kicked out of his so-called Pentagon pedophile task force. It's been a bad week. Holmseth gets kicked out of his own fraudulent task force. David Strait, yet another grifter, has booted Homseth out of his own task force. Not only did they boot Homseth from the fraudulent PPTF, but they held a special meeting for the express purpose of kicking Homseth out. To add insult to injury, they included Homseth's side chick, Randy Erickson. She's no longer part of the PPTF either. Just another grifter, David Strait, made the motion. Dr. Tammy seconded the motion, and with that, David Strait says, "Good riddance." Literally, he said, "Good riddance." There you go. There you go. Jessie has been tweeting to save her life and hopping from one YouTube channel or social media platform in lightning speed. Zublik, Chantel Mayberg, Pastor Dave Scarlett, Nino Rodriguez, all except for George the Iceman's channel. He got a YouTube strike for some reason and couldn't post. Yikes. What a time to be down, George. These other channels are getting the scoop. The hot intel Jessie's dropping. That's another video. Blast it, George. What happened? I know he's back up again, but, well, you know, that was that point in time in last week, and so there you go. Part of the Love Guru's bad week. I haven't covered all the bad spell Jessie has been having, but I'm going to close with this. We saw the beginning of it on Chantel Mayberg's channel. Problems arising between Princess Fundraiser, Madison Marquette, and the Love Guru. They spent an hour wasting listeners' time having the pseudo-tough conversation where love was abounding. Madison confronted the Love Guru for supporting Tim Homseth because Homseth had been sending different ones nude pictures nude pictures of her and accused her of child trafficking. I saw on Telegram that there was more to that, and there might be something to be said about that. It's worth someone looking into, but I'm not the one. However, the saga doesn't stop here. There's more. Madison has since come out on her Telegram and wrote a very compelling, albeit self-aggrandizing and fraudulent post. She denounced the Love Guru. Madison writes about the 6th paragraph down. She's talking about her friends. She writes, "We don't lie to each other, and we are truthful to each other to a fault." This is a several paragraph long post, but again, it's self-aggrandizing and completely fictional. But Madison ends her heartfelt post with, "The women in my life for sure are not cowards and sure as hell aren't liars." This coming from Princess Fundraiser Madison Marquette, who has made over $125,000 in a fraudulent fundraising campaign for survivors with zero accountability. Like No Name, the Love Guru, Guru of Sheeple, she's not disclosing disbursements or expenses. I said Madison neglected to say she was charging $125,000 a year for administration fees. There's trouble in paradise. The grifter section Jessie Zaboter and Madison Marquette have held for almost 2 years has received massive blows by these incidents. Now the rhetoric between Jessie and Madison has reached a feverish pitch, and Jessie and Madison no longer calling each other out under the guise of not naming each other. They are now openly calling each other out. Madison did say if she thought someone was mentally ill, she would just pray for them. This would be comedy gold if this weren't real life, real survivors being adversely affected, children who depend on sane adults to help them. there are more nutbags who want to exploit them. And they are raking in the cash doing so. Lord bless you guys.